What's going on, guys? Welcome back to our Flame Racing Reveals. We are here at Nashville Super Speedway, where we just wrapped up the 2025 INDYCAR season with an absolute banger. Loved this season. Before we dive into this video, I'm just going to say I was unable to get any driver interviews. Just didn't work out this weekend, so we're going to go over the results of this race and go over the championship and what a race it really was today. So Joseph Newgarden led 60 laps today to get his first win in 2025. Can't believe it took to the last race for Joseph to get his first win. Penske had their worst season in years, yet they still ended up with 2 wins. Alex Palou led 11 laps and was in second. I mean, was in contention for the win, but I never thought he was going to win. Really never had that first-place car, but just Alex Palou, being the best driver in the sport, had his good day to get second place. Scott McLaughlin led 7 laps to come home third. He passed Kiffin Simpson on the last lap. I believe it was basically the last turn, turn 3 right out there, where he passed Kiffin to get the podium. So obviously that means Kiffin Simpson finished in 4th place and really came out of nowhere at the end. I thought he was going to get a podium round out his year, but unfortunately Kiffin Simpson was unable to do that. Connor Daly in 5th led 2 laps today. I personally thought Connor Daly was going to challenge for the win there on the restart. I thought he was going to take the high line, get in that third groove, and fight for the win, but unfortunately Connor Daly was unable to do that and had pretty much a terrible restart, ended up in 5th. Kyle Kirkwood in 6th had a quiet day for Andretti, but ends up in 6th. Felix Rosenquist is in the same boat, quiet day for Meyer Shank, ends up in 7th. Santino Ferrucci in 8th is a tricky one because I think he could have been on the podium, but unfortunately had a penalty, sent him to the back, and carved his way through to 8th. Tricky day for Santino. Kai Milot for Prema in 9th. Overall, I would say, Prema's had the Indy 500 pole. That was their standout moment of the year, or their runs of 6 places in a row. But I would say overall, as a whole, this is Prema's best race weekend. Basically 2 cars in the top 10, top 15 all day. Competitive, I would say that was Prema's probably best weekend. P10, Alexander Rossi went off strategy, led 16 laps, was competitive, but ultimately the strategy did not work out, but still had a top 10 day. Colton Herta in 11th. Probably could have won this race if he didn't have that penalty and was sent to the back, but he was sent to the back and was only able to make up to 11th. In 12th, we had Scott Dixon. He was in the top 10 all day, but fell back at the end. Pretty unfortunate to see. And then Rinus VeeKay in 13th. Really just ran a quiet day and stayed on the lead lap. He's the last car to finish on the lead lap. Robert Schwartzman in 14th. He was in the top 10, but for some reason he had a drive-through penalty. I think something on that final restart. Something went wrong. Probably a blocking. He ends up 1 lap down in 14th. Marcus Ericsson 15th. Kind of just had a stinker weekend. 1 lap down. Stingray Robb was 16th. Nolan Siegel was 17th. Devlin DeFrancesco was 18th. Marcus Armstrong was in 3rd at one point in this race, and I thought he had a podium, but fell back towards the end. He finishes 19th. Louis Foster, 2 laps down. Him and Dave Malukas had an incident. Hopefully Dave Malukas is okay, as we saw him leave in a helicopter. You never want to see that for a driver, but from what we're hearing, David is A-okay. Will Power, 3 laps down in 21st. He had a pit issue, which led him to go 3 laps down. Graham Rahal ends up 22nd. Jacob Abel just pretty much slow all day. He ends up 10 laps down, and then Pato Ward with a left tire failure. He actually led 116 laps. He said in his interview he was going to hose the field. He would have hosed the field. Super unfortunate to hear that happen to Pato Ward as the helicopter's leaving, luckily with no driver in it this time. Christian Lundgaard had a mechanical failure. He ends up in 25th. McLaren should have dominated this weekend, but disappointing end definitely for McLaren. Dave Malukas in 26th, I already covered that. He had a pretty bad crash, left in a helicopter, but everything we're hearing is he's okay. Pray for Dave Malukas, though. And the Christian Rashesman on the first lap had a crash, but, the way he drives, I hate saying this, but he was due for a crash, and finally his driving tactics finally caught up to him. And let's check over the championship standings for 2025. Alex Palou is your 2025 champion, 8 wins and 13 podiums with 711 points, and he won by 196 points, which is incredible. Pato Ward was 2nd, and then Scott Dixon 3rd, Kyle Kirkwood 4th. Kyle Kirkwood had 3 wins this year, but kind of should have probably finished 2nd or 3rd, but he kind of fell back towards the end of the year. Christian Lundgaard in 5th, never got a win, but super consistent for McLaren. Felix Rosenquist in 6th. He beats his teammate Marcus Armstrong, who finished 8th, and then Colton Herta split the Meyer Shank cars in 7th. Colton Herta never had really a standout result this year, but he just earned his paycheck and had solid results. And then the top finishing Penske car in the championship this year is 9th with Will Power, and then followed by Scott McLaughlin. And then David Malukas, who we presume is going to Penske, finishes 11th. Joseph Newgarden, who was down in like 18th, 19th all year in the championship, ends up finishing 12th. Not a bad championship standing for how horrible of a year it was for Joseph Newgarden. I think he'll take 12th. Christian Rasmussen, 13th. His standout moment of the year is definitely that win in Milwaukee. Rinus VeeKay, 14th for Dale Coyne. That's very solid. Alexander Rossi just making the top 15 and 15th. Santino Ferrucci ends up 16th. I think he'll be pretty disappointed with that, considering he was 7th at one point in the championship this year, so I think he'll be disappointed with a 16th. Kiffin Simpson, 17th. His standout moment is probably either Nashville, this 4th place, or his podium in Toronto. Connor Daly, 18th. I think that's pretty much what everyone expected Connor Daly to finish. Graham Rahal, 19th. Marcus Ericsson, 20th. That's unacceptable for an Andretti car, and he probably knows that as an Indy 500 winner, so a lot to work on in that 28 camp for next year. Kyle Milot, 21st. Nolan Siegel, 22nd. Unacceptable for a McLaren car. He's got to work on that for next year. Louis Foster, 23rd, just winning the rookie championship over Robert Schwartzman. Robert Schwartzman finishes 24th. Louis Foster on 213 points, and Robert Schwartzman on 211. Robert Schwartzman, if it wasn't for that penalty on that final restart, would have been Rookie of the Year. Stingray Robb, 25th. Devlin DeFrancesco, 26th. And the shotgun of the championship is Jacob Abel. So, with that being said, thank you for watching today's video. At the end of this video, I'm going to have all the starts and restarts to this video, and then Joseph Newgarden storming the crowd after his race win today. So enjoy all that stuff. As I said, I was unable to get interviews. Just paddock area, wasn't able to meet any drivers today, although I did get some photos after the autograph session with Kyle Kirkwood and Dave Malukas, which you can see on my Instagram. The link to my Instagram will be down below. So with that being said, sorry for no interviews. Enjoy the starts and restarts, and a lot of good off-season coverage is coming your guys' way very soon. With that being said, see ya.
No, they didn't. Rasmussen! Christian Rasmussen. Last weekend's winner, and he's out. Coming to green on the restart. Potter got a nice jump. But Lucas again got swarmed. Restart for David Malukas' crash. Oh, huge jump on, I believe that was Armstrong on David. Coming to the green for Pablo Ward's front left tire failure.
Oh man!
Power! Green flag, 12 to go. Come on, Connor. Oh, Connor didn't get a good start. Two laps to go. Oh man.
it today. Yeah, your hometown now. Hey, but you did great today. Yes, sir.
Thank you for setting my credit card earlier.
Hey, good job, man. Good job.